कितने प्राउडली हम बताते हैं सबको कि पता है मेरी सर्जरी होनी है 2 दिन में, इतने दिनों से मुझे पेट में दर्द हो रहा था। बट क्या हम इतना प्राउडली ये बता सकते हैं कि कल मैं एक साइकाइट्रिस्ट से मिली थी?
Observe your life instead of memes.
Everyone, my name is Sanchita Jha.
Hello everyone, this is Muskan Dugar.
Hello everyone, this is Dibyaduti Samaddar.
हेलो दोस्तों, जैसा कि आप जानते हैं कि वी आई एम सोनियंस ऑफ BHU हैव स्टार्टेड द इनिशिएटिव ऑफ मेंटल हेल्थ अवेयरनेस कैंपेन, जिसके तहत हम एक सीरीज ऑफ एपिसोड्स लाने वाले थे, जिसमें पहला एपिसोड आप पहले देख चुके हैं। तो थैंक यू सो मच फॉर योर लव एंड अप्रिशिएशन। और दूसरा एपिसोड आपके सामने है, सो देखिए और शेयर द वीडियो इफ यू लाइक इट।
Hello everyone, this is Kriti Arora, MBBS third year student, IMS BHU. But I would like to start this talk by asking you a simple question. How many of you think that you are mentally unhealthy? Well, I'm sure at least I'm going to get 2 chunks of population here. First, who won't accept that they have any issues with their mental health, and the other, who might not be even aware of their mental health. But why is it so? We take so much care of our body, but often our mind is neglected. We consult a doctor if there is even a slightest of problem with our heart, with our lungs, with our kidney. But when it comes to our mind, we take a step back. कितने प्राउडली हम बताते हैं सबको कि पता है मेरी सर्जरी होनी है 2 दिन में, इतने दिनों से मुझे पेट में दर्द हो रहा था। बट क्या हम इतना प्राउडली ये बता सकते हैं कि कल मैं एक साइकाइट्रिस्ट से मिली थी? नहीं, हमें लगेगा कि कहीं वो मुझे पागल तो नहीं समझेगा। अगर हमें कोई बताए कि पता है उनका बेटा साइकाइट्रिस्ट के पास जाता है, तो हम सोचेंगे अच्छा पागल हो गया है क्या? बट व्हाई डू वी डू सो? व्हाई डू वी कंसिडर ये ब्रेन और हमारी इमोशनल प्रॉब्लम्स सो डिफरेंट फ्रॉम अदर्स? व्हाई इज डिप्रेशन एंड एंजाइटी कंसिडर्ड एज सच अ स्टिग्मा बाय आवर सोसाइटी? More than 200 million people suffer from depression worldwide. But my dear friends, these stats are just about the people who are documented. There's a large chunk of people who are suffering silently. If the stigma is removed from our society, then these people who are suffering from depression or anxiety issues will be able to come up and share their feelings with their friends, with their families, and they might not feel shame in seeking help. But first, we need to understand that our mental health is as important, and we are not pagal if we are mentally unhealthy. Another problem that comes because of this stigma is that we're not able to accept that we are suffering. We need to understand that it is normal to feel this way, that it is normal to seek help. It is normal. So guys, let's make this world a more friendly place for such people. Let's take a pledge that we'll first remove the stigma from our minds, and then we'll aware others. And let's start it with our families. I'm sure if everyone out there is going to take this pledge with me, then we can make this world a more friendly place for such people. Thank you.
Our peaceful life is not liked by some. Toxic media houses can't withstand these fun. They want our minds to race and run, and see with their propagandas they have got it done. Hi guys, this is Siddhant Dev, and I wish to share my views on impact of social media on mental health. You know guys, एक time था when there were no phones, no laptops, and उस time people were called the true intellectuals. They used to have intellectual discussions among them, and they used to come to conclusions which could benefit the entire humankind. आपने बुक पढ़ी होगी तिब्बतियन बुक ऑफ डेथ, या फिर आपने ऑटोबायोग्राफी ऑफ योगी या याज्ञवल्क्य का नाम सुना होगा. These were some of the amazing books concentrated with so much of knowledge that they can run humanity for ages. But up to these things are hardly respected. Your health, your spirituality, your intellectual knowledge, they have been replaced आज के टाइम में by be it Facebook या फिर toxic media houses, गांजा, drugs, the new cool among young, and pseudo intellectuals. एक आपको फैक्ट बताता हूँ जो कि काफ़ी इंटरव्यूज़ में भी रिकॉर्डेड है. The founders of social media, be it Facebook or YouTube or anything, they don't use it themselves because probably they know that these things are good for nothing. The sole purpose of social media आज के टाइम में is to share news which is usually fake, propagandas and memes which ultimately provide you with nothing at the end of the day. एक रिसर्च हुआ था by some mobile phone usage monitoring website से how much an average 4G user spends on a social media platform, and the results were shocking. An average user spends 3 to 4 hours a day. Let's calculate it further. 3 into 365, which roughly equals 1000 hours in a year minimum. If you spend these 1000 hours a year on social media, it develops a ability to control your mind. You know what? The worst part is not here. It is how it affects you, how it affects your psyche. Scrolling through social media, new posts, new photos, new feeds releases dopamine, a hormone in your brain, which stimulates the pleasure center, and here you get addicted. Here you want more and more feeds, and ultimately it eats up all of your time, and it still doesn't end up here. Some thoughts are purposely fed passively to your brain, and आपको ये प्रोपोगेंडा समझ ही नहीं आता है, because you yourself become a part of this propaganda. कुछ लोग एंग्री पोस्ट डालते हैं because they kind of do this to release their own stress, but when you look at them, it fills you up with negativity and frustration. And at the end of the day, एक सच है, आप सोने जाते हैं टेंशन, सैडनेस, इरिटेशन, फ्रस्ट्रेशन, नेगेटिविटी और डिप्रेशन के साथ. You know why depression? Because the high which you get from scrolling through social media is a dopamine high and not a serotonin high which you get post learning a new skill. कितनी सारी फेक न्यूज़ वायरल हो जाती है सोशल मीडिया पे विच अफेक्ट द मासेस लाइक एनीथिंग. जैसे एक रीसेंट सोशल मीडिया पोस्ट जिसने बैंगलोर वायलेंस कराया, एंड दिस इज जस्ट वन ऑफ द 1000 सच इंसिडेंसेस. You know guys, such is the power of social media. It literally controls you like a puppet. और ये जो फेक न्यूज़ प्रोपोगेंडा है, it finds a fertile soil to grow in here. I remember एक डेटा आया था 2019 इलेक्शन से जस्ट पहले, जिसने कहा था 97% of cow related violence happened after 2014. अब these data not only showed how intolerant country and India is, but it also created animosities among religious groups. Like some communities were so scared and some were so ashamed. But when it was further investigated, the conclusion was that this data is not legitimate at all. That this data control your mind like anything, and it was actually false. Same goes with some famous YouTubers analyzing that it would take 120 years to recover the money spent on Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, the Statue of Unity in Gujarat. This again went viral, and this again created resentment among people. Like, you'll be thinking कि क्या हो रहा है देश में, ऐसे हमारा पैसा वेस्ट हो रहा है. I'm not there to support or oppose any government plan, but what I want is just the data should be, which is being provided to you, should be legitimate. The actual calculation is just 25 to 30 years. Now it's up to you to decide. But the social media drives you in a direction the way it wants you to drive. I would rather say, guys, you drive yourself in a direction you want yourself to drive. एक new propaganda है, religious Marxism, which has also been there spreading wings, and kind of it hunts your mind because it just highlights the negative aspect of your religion and hides all the positive ones. Knowing the negative aspects is good, but just knowing the negative aspects bring adverse situations. You become ashamed of your religion because the negative news sells so easily than the positive ones, especially on social media. So despite of some advantages of social media, अगर आप अपना मेंटल पीस चाहते हैं, आप अपने सोल को ग्रो करना चाहते हैं, then just shut it up, just limit your usage. केवल अच्छे चैनल्स देखें यूट्यूब पे which provides you with some of your knowledge. Guys, call up your friends instead of liking their post. You know what, these fake, not fake, the social media, the social circle which you have on social media won't affect you, won't be helpful to you. The real social circle which you have in your life will be the only one helping you. Observe your life instead of memes. Just don't get it wasted in memes, because these termites of addiction, they won't make you happy in the long run. They won't keep you positive in the long run. They just show you the negative aspects of things, they'll just highlight the false facts and you'll resent it at the end. So stay positive, stay healthy, keep your mind healthy. Thank you.
My name is Sanchita Jha and I'm a second year MBBS student from IMS BHU. On the occasion of Mental Health Day, I would like to use this platform provided by Medico Cocktail to talk about promoting mental health awareness and what measures should we take in order to move forward. First of all, understanding what mental health is. It is the cognitive, behavioral and emotional well-being of a person. So it simply does not mean absence of any mental disorder or disease. It is how we think, we feel and we behave. The mental health of a person does not affect them only at individual level, but also their relationship in a community and their productivity at a workplace. At a particular point of time, many social, biological and psychological factors affect the level of mental health of a person. So how do we take care of our mental health and how do we protect them? First of all, we need to get rid of the stigma that is attached to the mental health. We treat mental health as something unreal and unimportant and label people who are suffering from mental health issues as weak or a person who is just using it as an attention-seeking tactic. This always forces people to suffer in silence and take harsh steps. It is very sad that the suicide rate in India is very high. This can be prevented only by some awareness and treating mental health as equally important as physical health. Getting rid of social stigma also means normalizing taking professional and expert help. Whenever we feel sick, we go to a doctor, but a person suffering from mental health issues is too hesitant to take medical help. Also, the number of psychiatrists and psychologists in India is too less, and the therapy is too expensive, which cannot be afforded by everyone. We need to understand that mental health is equally important as physical health, and mental health care facilities are very important, and therapy should be made more affordable. Lastly, but very importantly, the person's mental health is affected by its direct environment. So, it is very important to protect the social, civil and socio-economic and cultural rights of a person. And this starts from early childhood. A person's family and friends play a very important role in protecting the mental health of a person. Being more empathetic and kind, listening to your loved ones about their mental health issues which they are suffering from and the stresses which are present in their daily life, being more observant about their behavioral change and behavioral patterns is very important. Today's life is very stressful and we need to take care of ourselves. We need to take a time out and relax and check on our mind. Mental health issues are real, but we all are in this together and we need to.
Hello everyone, this is Muskan Dugar, a third year MBBS student, IMS BHU. I would like to share my feelings about the social media use and its impact on mental health, especially during this pandemic. As we all know, there were many competitions organized during this pandemic, online competitions to make people indulge in some co-curricular activities and keep them busy. But what was the judgment criteria of most of the competitions? How many likes you get or shares you get or comments you get on the online post? But is this real appreciation of talent? क्या वो सही में टैलेंट का जजमेंट था या इस चीज़ का जजमेंट था कि आपके कितने नंबर ऑफ फ्रेंड्स हैं या आप कितने नंबर ऑफ फॉलोअर्स हैं? इसका इम्पैक्ट ये है कि people feel that they are a failure. If they don't get enough likes and they don't win the competition, then they feel like they are a failure. But are they really a failure? क्या वो लोग में टैलेंट का कमी है? The many young minds and many young talents are not getting appreciated. It's not about only the competitions, like other social platforms भी है, जैसे TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, बहुत सारे social platforms है जहाँ लोगों को likes नहीं मिलते हैं कि मेरे को इस वीडियोस पे इतने likes नहीं मिले, YouTube पे भी बहुत सारे वीडियोस पे likes नहीं मिले, तो लोग डिप्रेशन में आके सुसाइड कमिट कर लेते हैं. ऐसा भी बहुत सारा केस आया हुआ है इंडिया में. हो गया एक इम्पैक्ट की डिप्रेशन है, उसके बाद आपको फेलियर्स की वजह से बहुत ज़्यादा लग रहा है कि मेरा टैलेंट अप्रिशिएट नहीं हो रहा, मेरे पास रियल टैलेंट नहीं है, दैट्स व्हाई आई एम अ फेलियर, एंड then the people get depressed and then they try to commit suicide because they think that there is nothing left for me in this world to do. other than my talent, which is not really good as others. सेकेंडली बहुत ब्लाइंडली फॉलो करते हैं लोग आजकल दूसरों को. जैसे कोई स्टंट का वीडियो वायरल हो गया, या किसी क्राइम का वीडियो वायरल हो गया, या क्राइम करते हुए कोई वीडियो वायरल हो गया, एनिमल अब्यूज़ करते हुए कोई वीडियो वायरल हो गया, तो लोग उसको ब्लाइंडली फॉलो करते हैं. एडोलसेंट्स माइंड्स पे क्या इम्पैक्ट है? यही कि अगर हम स्टंट करेंगे तो मेरा वीडियो भी वायरल हो जाएगा, या अगर हम एनिमल अब्यूज़ का वीडियो डालेंगे तो मेरा भी वीडियो वायरल हो जाएगा. बट क्या वो सब चीज़ एथिकल है? इस स्टंट करने के चक्कर में बहुत बार लोगों का एक्सीडेंट्स हो जाता है. इवन दे कैन इवन डाई. जैसे रोड पे लोग जाके टिकटॉक बनाते हैं, मोटर व्हीकल एक्सीडेंट्स होने के कितने चांसेस बढ़ जाते हैं उससे. देन देखो नदी किनारे जाके या किसी फ्लड एरिया में वो लोग जाके वीडियो बनाते हैं जस्ट टू गेट इनफ लाइक्स. बट वो लोग बेसिकली दे डोंट केयर अबाउट देयर लाइफ. दे डोंट केयर अबाउट लाइफ बट दे केयर अबाउट लाइक्स. बट इट्स नॉट ऑल अबाउट सोशल मीडिया. सोशल मीडिया के अलावा भी बहुत सारी चीज़ें हैं, जैसे ऑनलाइन गेमिंग, कैंडी क्रश हो या पबजी. लोग एडिक्टेड हो जाते हैं. एट सम पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम दे गेट एडिक्टेड, एंड एडिक्शन इज़ अ मेंटल इशू. एडिक्शन इज़ अ मेंटल हेल्थ प्रॉब्लम, चाहे वो गेमिंग से एडिक्शन क्यों ना हो. सो दीज आर वेरियस इम्पैक्ट्स दैट सोशल मीडिया एंड ऑनलाइन apps are creating on these minds, and I just wanted to share it with all of you. Thank you.
Hello everyone, this is Dibbodoti Samattar, third year MBBS student from IMS BHU. I am here today to give a small pep talk on one of the newer topics of our society, that is depression. Every one of us knows that depression is an upcoming thing in our society, especially in the age group of 18 to 30, that is the youth of today. And sadly, many people in this young age group fall prey to it. One of the primary reasons being that it is not a very acceptable thing in our society. And to help that person overcome this thing, this mentally tough phase, we as a part of the surrounding society can definitely help you. Now, how we can help you? Now, it has become a current trend to say that he has depression, she has depression, in a very loose fashion. But the science behind the truth is that before we say that anyone has depression, it's a long drawn out process, and it requires certain degree of professional help. And sadly, professional help is not a very acceptable thing, especially when it comes to psychiatric problems. What we can do is change the thought of the society. That is what the heart of the entire discussion. And what I was saying before was that since this is a long drawn out process and not a one day process, what we can do is help him stop that process in between, so that he can reverse the entire process and then get back to normal slowly. This means that it is an entirely reversible change if we can stop it any time in the long process. So we as a part of the society can definitely ask him to speak about his problems to us, the patient's problems I mean, whoever is suffering through this phase. And it is very important for us to know that the person who is going through that will never come to you and say that he has problems. So the close ones, the near and dear ones, it is their responsibility to go and at least talk to them, and then get professional help if needed, and get this fact out of the mind that depression equates with psycho. No, it's not that simple. And if diagnosed early, which of course requires professional help, we can of course help him get back to normal slowly. And why this problem is emerging now in society is due to the increasing growing demands and the fast pace of the society and everything going around, that there are many people among this productive youth who cannot overcome this barrier, and it is the duty of the people all around him to get him back on his feet as fast as possible if he ever goes through that phase. Thank you everyone.